Hey everyone, Chris here with Platinum Reviews, and here is the moment you've waited for all week. All week. That is right, it's another episode of Platinum News. Platinum News time. We got this. So this is going to be the news from Sunday, November 11th through today, November 18th. So, some exciting stuff. Not a lot happened in news and all that stuff, but we'll get into that. Now, this is going to be the biggest, baddest episode to date. And when I say baddest, I mean it's going to be a good episode. Exciting stuff. Don't forget that we are brought to you today by the letter H. Yeah, we pretty much, we're getting that Sesame Street funding right now. So, exciting stuff. Also, don't forget to subscribe, like the video. Find us on Facebook. There's nothing popping up, so don't expect to see anything. Like always, we're broke, so no quality to these videos at all. Sorry about that. But yeah, don't forget to do all that. Definitely subscribe because it helps us out a lot. Right now, if you search Platinum Reviews on YouTube, I don't know if it's still doing it, but it was showing up a bunch of like ISIS videos and everything, and yeah, once we hit 100 views, we can change our URL, or not views, subscribers, and we're at 55. So, yeah, we can change our URL so that whenever you search us, you're going to see us and not ISIS. So, please do that. That'll help us out a lot. Now, let's go ahead and begin. Now, this episode is, since PlayStation Experience and the Game Awards are about 3 weeks out, I'm going to go over those a little bit. Not really focusing on news this week. There is going to be a little bit of news, but I'm mainly going to be focusing on those two shows and my predictions for both of those. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the news right now. EA has removed microtransactions temporarily from Battlefront 2. I guess it's all due to the backlash of them. Disney has announced that Marvel Heroes, the Diablo-style game, recently released on consoles, will be shutting down this year. And finally, GameStop has put a hold on its Power Pass rental service. And it's only for the time being. If you do have the rental service now, if you haven't gotten in contact with them, go up there, return the game that you rented. They'll give you a full refund, and you get to pick out any pre-owned game. So, definitely a win-win. Now we're going to jump right into it. There's no big game releases also, by the way, for the rest of the month. Yeah, nothing other than arcade games and little stuff. So, no real big games to talk about. Now, as for the video game awards, they are going to be on Thursday, December 7th. So we're going to talk about that first. The categories range from Game of the Year, Best Fighter, Best Multiplayer. There's pretty much a category for every type of game. Now, I won't go over every award, just handle like the big ones that I think will win. Also, games do get announced during the show, but it's always hard to say what will be announced. So I won't be giving any predictions as far as announcements. I want to say last year they announced some Telltale stuff. So, I mean, probably some stuff from Telltale. Maybe we might see Wolf Among Us Season 2. That'd be exciting. But, yeah, I wouldn't know what to announce for or predict for that. So your guess is as good as mine. So we're going to go ahead and jump right into this. Now, for most anticipated game, we had some awesome titles on this list. There's like God of War, Spider-Man, Monster Hunter World. But I think Last of Us Part 2 will take that award hands down. There's no contest. Best Indie Game will be Cuphead, as well as Best Art Direction. Cuphead was gorgeous, beautiful game. Definitely the best indie game of the year, so they're going to win that. Best multiplayer game, PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. It's between that and like Overwatch, but I don't see anything beating that. So, best sports game, FIFA 18. Persona 5 will take Best RPG. And finally, Game of the Year is a tough one. As much as I love Persona 5 and Horizon Zero Dawn, I don't see them beating out Zelda. I think Horizon definitely deserves Game of the Year, but I don't see it beating out Zelda. So, Zelda's going to win that, probably. And let's see, now we're going to get right into the PlayStation Experience. Now, PlayStation Experience is going to be the day after, on Friday, December 8th. This is Sony's event that they've held for the past couple of years, and it's pretty much like a mini E3. They announce a bunch of stuff that they didn't announce at E3. It definitely doesn't disappoint every year, so looking forward to that. Here are my big, bold predictions for the show. Now, some of them are feasible, others are far-fetched that I just want to see happen, or that it's a possibility. Again, I don't see all these happening. Some of these, I was just throwing some stuff out there that I could see happening. Other stuff I don't want to, but I could see it happening as well. So there's that. First, I think Sony is going to announce the PS5. Whether it is hinting at it or flat out showing it, I think it will be there in some shape or form. I wouldn't be surprised if it's something that gets held off for E3. While I'm not ready for the PS5 to come out, I could see them announcing it to try and combat Xbox One X. There has been rumors that both Microsoft and Sony are working on their next iteration of consoles. I think they probably are going to show something now. So we'll find out. Secondly, last year Sony announced Crash Remastered, and it seems like every year they show off an older game that's coming back remastered. I think this year I'm expecting to see Spyro Remastered. After the success of Crash Remastered, Sony would be crazy not to cash in on some of their older IPs. Now, I wish there would be a Gex Remastered, but I don't see that happening at any time soon. And with the Skylanders and everything, I don't know how they would be able to handle the Spyro Remastered. But work your magic, Sony. Third, expect new trailers from Last of Us Part 2, which that one's kind of far-fetched because they just showed some stuff, but maybe. Spider-Man, God of War, and gameplay for Death Stranding, Dreams, and Shenmue 3. Fourth, Kingdom Hearts 3 will be shown. A new world will be announced, as well as a release date, and I'm expecting this to be somewhere around the beginning of November. There was an email sent out to somebody saying that the release date for Kingdom Hearts 3 changed to November 1st. That's a Thursday, so I don't see it being that. But I can see it being somewhere close to that. So I expect a release date for Kingdom Hearts 3. Also, they're going to show a release date for the first episode of Final Fantasy VII Remake. If you weren't aware, Final Fantasy VII Remake is going to be episodic, so I can see episode 1 coming out very soon. Or at least just some gameplay. Also, I can see them doing a release of Final Fantasy VIII on PS4. Now, this isn't going to be a remaster. It's just going to be a re-release, pretty much, like Final Fantasy IX was. I could be held off, but I mean, they did 7 last year, I think, or the year before. They did it a little bit ago, and then at the Paris Game Show, they did Final Fantasy IX. So, wouldn't be surprised to see Final Fantasy VIII get announced for probably that same day. As soon as they announce it, they're going to be like, hey, it's available. So check that out. Also, expect some gameplay from Destiny 2 DLC, and as well as Call of Duty World War II DLC. Last but not least, Sony will announce backwards capability with PS1, PS2, and PS3 games. This is a far-off dream that I don't see happening, but one can dream. Only issue with this is with PlayStation Now. I don't see PS3 games being part of the list if they do the backwards capability. But I could see them also adding PS1 and PS2 games to PlayStation Now before they would add disc support. So I could see both ways. I wouldn't be against it going to PS Now because that would give me an excuse to get the service. But either way works, I guess. But that's everything I'm predicting. And like I said, take it all with a grain of salt. 98% of that is probably not going to get announced, but it would be cool if some of that did. But that's it for me. Thank you everyone for watching. What do you want to see? What do you think is going to get predicted? Or if you just want to talk video games, hit me a comment down below and we'll get right into that. Also, if you want to subscribe to our channel, it helps us out a ton. Thank you again to everyone who is watching and for all your video game news and reviews. Stick to Platinum Reviews. You guys have a great rest of your week and a happy Turkey Day. And eat up, because I'm fat, so I know I'm going to eat up. So eat up. I'll see y'all later.